All right, what do we got today? The Pale Dawn. Let's. Oh, what? No, what do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, crap. Alpine Run, hard reverse. Okay, no big deal. Moon Landing, hard standard. That's actually not that easy. That's a tough map, man. Depending on your towers, because a lot of times you can beat it with all the towers because you can do mortars and stuff. Without the mortars. And then hard standard, ouch. Okay. Not gonna lie to you guys. I am not good at ouch. I have not practiced it much at all. I know there was like a lot of players fully hardcore played ouch, man. I was not into that map. I couldn't get into it. Don't know what it was. Just didn't like it. Didn't play it much. Adorable. We gotta get a couple ninjas in here. Maybe like 4. And I think a dart monkey to start is probably good. We definitely need a mortar. Maybe I should switch away from the spike factory, though. Couple dart monkeys. What do you guys want my last tower to be? Let's see. Will subs be helpful for any of the maps? Subs, no. No, maybe, yes. And yes. We should get some subs. Because of the last 2 maps, we gotta. I think we're good. 2 dart monkeys, 4 ninjas, 2 alchemists, 4 subs, and 3 wizards. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is actually a great map for the crossbow, by the way. A lot of straight shot. Oh, it's reversed. Oh, all right. Let's do this then. Let's do a... we'll do this guy as my crossbow. Let's do Adora first, though, just so we can get the rounds sort of flowing up in here, man. All right, guys, let's get them crossbows flowing. We might go all the way up to 4th tier here, dude. Get a 4th tier, get a... We don't even need to do a Ninja Alch, man. We might be able to just do dart monkeys, you know? We got... Do a dart monkey strap, bro. To start off, I am doing... the mistake that may have happened is after we moved, we kind of got all the things together that we didn't really want anymore. It was tough to decide before we moved, but like after you get into the new house, you're like, okay, well, I know that I don't have anywhere to put this anymore. I know I don't really need to put this anywhere anymore. So we went through all of our stuff, and we got a good solid, probably like 4 boxes of stuff that was like not garbage, but stuff we just don't need anymore. So we took it to Goodwill. Not saying Goodwill is a good company, by the way. Just saying we took it to Goodwill. It was very odd when I went, by the way. First of all, I tried to park in the donator parking spot, but right before I got there, somebody stole my spot. Like, literally, like I was about to pull it, and they just went whoop, right from the other side. I was like, what a jerk. You know, I didn't fight him or anything like that. I didn't have to beat him up. Just like, whatever. It's okay. It's all right. No big deal. Not today. Maybe if I was having an angry or a really, really bad day, they might have gotten Chris's words, you know? Luckily, it didn't come down to that. What I did instead was I decided to go park somewhere else. And I realized I got a lot of heavy stuff, man. I got like 5 boxes, and I also was donating a punching bag. Not like a huge one, but it had to be at least like 45 pounds or something, like 50 pounds. I don't know. It was pretty big. My dad gave it to me. I never used it ever, and I was just like, maybe I'll use it one day, and I realized my fists are already so powerful. If I made them even more powerful, the damage that I would do would be terrible. So I don't want to get more powerful than I already am. There's no point to doing that, so I'll just donate it. It's okay. This is kind of it's creating a story, man. I don't even know why. How's your day? How's your day? Lots of things going on in my life, man. Lots of things going on. Let's go for our... Let's get this guy going. Arcade Spook. It'll be a little difficult for around, like... No, we're good, man. These guys are great. These guys are one of the best towers in the game for regular rounds. Love it. Love it. Anyways, so I parked like kind of far away, and I'm like starting to carry stuff over, and then I'm like trying to drop stuff off, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh, this other guy, he just parked in the no parking zone and just dropped all, and the guy brought out the bin, and he put all the stuff in the bin. I was like, why didn't I even get the bin, man? He just had nothing to say to me. He was just mad at me. There was another guy there, by the way, like who worked there, and it was kind of weird. So, tougher than I wanted it to be. Oh crap, dude, it's getting close up in here, man. I said these things were good, but they're not that good. All right, interrupting my story for question time. Oh baby, do I play any musical instrument? So there's only one musical instrument that I play. I'm actually quite the expert in the musical triangle. I know what people say. They're like, how can you be an expert in the triangle? But believe me, if you have ever heard somebody play a good triangle, you'll understand. Okay? No, I don't play the triangle, guys. But the most musical instruments that I can play is I can play the Guitar Hero. Okay? That's the brute force of my musical talent. Other than that, I have none. 0 musical talent whatsoever. I tried to play the piano. My girlfriend, her parents brought up a piano from Texas, like a keyboard. From Texas. because she used to play when she was a kid, and I'm like practicing and stuff like that. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what musical notes are. All right, that's the worst part about it, man. Want to know the worst thing? I was playing a game with my friends one time, and I realized I had to draw musical notes. And I realized I don't even know what musical notes look like. That's how bad it was. I drew them wrong. I drew them the opposite way. I still don't even know what the right way is. So, that's how bad I am at music, guys. I don't even know what musical notes look like. I cannot read them. I cannot understand them. I'm very unmusically talented, guys. I feel bad. It just is the way it is. But, lots of questions right now. There's so much on my mind right now, man. I guess I'm feeling good today, though. I don't know why. Things are just going fairly well. You know what? I might be able to save up for an Archmage. We're going to see. I might do Archmage, might do Crossbow Master. Need something for round 63, though. But before I get there, I think I'm totally good. We got Camp Protection. We got Destruction. We've got everything up to wazoo. Only thing we got to be careful for is that there is obviously a lot of strong balloon popping power. But if there was like a million reds that came out, we'd probably lose. I know that sounds crazy, but we'd probably lose to a million reds because they go through so many layers. They don't actually do that much total pierce, I guess. I'm actually quite terrible at anything music. I feel a little bad about it, but it all stemmed. You guys want to hear this story? You ready for this? So I was in, I believe, 4th grade. And 4th grade is when you decide if you, and I went to a Catholic school. And 4th grade is when you decide if you wanted to go into band. Do you want to become one of the band kids? So what they do is they asked you what you wanted to be, and they went like to your class, and they stayed there for like an hour, and they kind of like went individually with all the kids, and they were like sort of talking to them, and seeing if they see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Round 60, man, that's tight right there. Looks like we should get our Archmage though for round 63 if all goes well. So they're like, what instrument do you want to play? And I'm like, oh, I really want to play the drums. So, okay, he's like, okay, all right, let's check it out, man. Let's see if you can play the drums. So what he did was he's like, let's see if you got a beat. So like, oh, okay. So, oh crap, look at this, man. This is rough. We're gonna use the Dora's ability here. She can pop purple balloons then. Helps out a lot. Let's get our Archmage going. We need 100 more freaking dollars. There we go, Archmage before round 63. Delicious. So he told me to do a clap. So he like did a clap and he's like, repeat it to me. He's like okay. And he's like, okay, now do this. It's like, okay. I did it. And he's like, oh, no. You don't have the beat. You can't be a drummer. Oh. Okay. My dreams. That exact moment. Shattered. No longer am I allowed to be a drummer. I was told, cannot be a drummer, you don't have the beat. So he's like, is there anything else you would want to play? And I'm just like, no. Just the drums. No, Chris, you can't play the drums. Yeah, his job is supposed to be to teach me to have the beat. But they didn't. So, there I was, sitting in my tears, crying, laying down, in my sadness, wallowing. Not sure where to go next in life. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go up? Do I fall off this bridge right in front of me? In 4th grade, these are the decisions that I had to make. And luckily nobody ever asked me to play a musical instrument ever again, except for the recorder. And I realized I don't have musical talent. I don't have musical talent at all. I don't know if I would have ever been good at music, but when I played the recorder, things didn't go very well. All right, let's just say that much. I was not exactly a recorder expert. That's just how it went. Yeah, that's it, man. I don't know what else to say. All right, let's do a quick Wall of Fire Dragon's Breath combo. We're gonna do double this up, man. Let's go whoop, just like that. Just for round 76, just in case. Round 78, just in case anything crazy happens. We've got these guys as backups, you know. So, anyways, I never learned music, mostly because of that. Music is difficult. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's easy in any which way. But for me personally, just my dreams were just one thing that I thought that might be interesting to do. I got shut down, you know. So that once you get shut down, and not just shut down like, oh, like eventually you're gonna get better, but like right now this might not be the best time to do it or something like that. No, just like you don't have the beat. Straight up, you don't have the beat. You can't be a drummer. That's what he said. I swear. Now, this was at least not in front of everybody. It was alone. But, like, as a 4th grader, when an adult tells you, you can't do this, you're not good enough, what does that make you feel? I've had a lot. I've realized now as I'm grown up, how many bad teachers there were. We lost 4 lives, man. Woohoo! 4 lives. It actually reminds me this time. I probably told you guys this story before. There's a couple different stories. I'm in like story haven right now. Just got them all over the place. But one of the things that I did was when I was in 1st grade, I was drawing. We had this competition. All right. One random day we had a competition. That was wow. Look at these balloons, man. What's going on here? All right, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. But I had this competition to whoever colored the things the best got a reward, and I'm pretty sure it was candy, if I remember correctly. You got a piece of candy. And, you know, I'm freaking hungry, man. I want to get that candy. I want that candy today. So in 1st grade, what they want me to do is they want me to draw, or they want me to color, just color all the pictures. There was like 8 pictures or something like that. You just had to color them. And whoever did it the best got the candy. I was like, okay, fantastic. I'm going to do a really good job today. Most days, I didn't do a good job. Just didn't care. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Today, I want that candy. I'm going to do my absolute freaking best, man. I'm going to draw this. And I remember very particularly the fox. Now, I colored this fox to perfection. 0 coloring outside of any lines whatsoever. This fox was pristine. Perfect, flowing, delicious, amazing. I was proud of my fox. And I could not see how I could possibly lose this coloring competition. There's no way I could lose this coloring competition. It would make no sense for me to lose this coloring competition. But guess what? I did. I lost. This fox was more beautiful than Adora could ever imagine to be. Okay. More beautiful than ever. All right, we're going to go Adora. Kind of a weird spot for Adora, but I think it's going to be good. Once she gets a little bit more range here, man, she's going to be beautiful. So I didn't earn my... I realized that day that my absolute best would still get me nothing. Probably was not a good thing to teach your 1st grader. So yeah. Now, after that, I was probably at about 5th grade, and my brother told me this story, that if you feed Pepto-Bismol to a pigeon, the pigeon will explode. So I... don't know why, but that really just got stuck in my head. And I was like, alright, that's kind of cool. This may not be an ideal spot, but let's do it anyways. We can still get it over there. We can still get it over here. So, alright, let's get it. Bloon Jitsu. We're going early on it. This is going to be one of those tougher maps for me. I don't know. Alright, boys, we're going to get a Berserker Brew, and it's game over, man. We're solid. We're stuck. We're going to go for the Wizard here in just a second. But before I get there, I want to get my stronger stim. So believe it or not, so I started my flower shop job when I was 15 years old. I was 15 and like half. Alright, perfect, dude. Stupendous. I was like 15 and a half. And I started working there. And my mom used to drop me off. Because I didn't have a car yet. The day I turned 16, I got my license. And I started driving myself to work. I realized how freaking expensive it was, by the way, to own a car and to drive it, because that was right during the great oil Iraq crisis of whatever the heck it was, or whatever happened, Hurricane Katrina, whatever the heck else, man. Everything made gas super expensive back then. It was like $4 a gallon, $4.50 a gallon at one point. But no, I worked there from the time that I was 15 all the way until I was 20. And then when I was 20, because I went to community college from, I worked through high school. It sucked, too, because I would get off of school, take the bus home, get home at like 3:45, leave within 2 minutes of getting home, and driving all the way to work, which was like 30 minutes away, by the way, at that point. Maybe even longer, because it was kind of during rush hour that I had to get there. And then I worked there between 4 and roughly 8 o'clock at night. And I did that like 4 days a week, usually. And then I also worked the Saturday and the Sunday. My life was like literally just like non-stop freaking work, just trying to like pay for my car, which was ridiculous. But money was nice. I'm not gonna lie, man. When you go from making $0 to making like, you know, a couple $100 a week, pretty solid. So we gotta be a little careful here, man. I mean, I don't know if we can get an Archmage in time. We might have to swap this strategy up. We're gonna go for something different. We're gonna go for a Wall of Fire, Dragon's Breath, Intense Magic, and one Monkey Sense. Let's do it twice, and then we're going to. I think we're gonna get another Flash Bomb Ninja. We're gonna get 2 of them. We got them ready to go, man. We just want to stop them Bloons. We could make a Dora stronger with like the rest of our money, but realistically, I think I don't even know. I'll just save up for either an Archmage or a Crossbow Master, one of those 2. But for round 6-3, I don't think we could have afforded them. Let's just go for one of these guys. Very quick shots, should be good. So I worked there until I was 20 years old. Then when I was 21, I went away to school. I no longer... Oh, look at that, man. It's close. Round 6-3 is, like, barely defendable. Barely defendable. But it looks like it should be good enough. That ball... Oh, the ball didn't last long enough there. But we still took him down. When I went away to school, I did not work there while I was at school. What I would do is every other weekend, I would come back, and they would let me work the 2 weekend days. But, like, literally, I drove 2 hours back from my college just to come back, just to work for a couple days to make some money, just to go back to school on Monday again. Like, I had to drive. I usually drove back on Sunday night at, like, 8 o'clock, 8 to 10. I always drove at night, by the way. I liked driving it. I would wait till Friday night. I'd go home on Friday night. I get to, like, see my family and everything. I would go to work on Saturday. At that time, I was actually dating one of the girls that worked at my work. So it was kind of like a double positive. Like, I got to work and I got to see her. So, like, that was kind of nice. When I was done with school, when I was done with college, I started working there, not full-time. They never made me full-time. I was working there 35 hours a week. It sucked because, obviously, you get, like, no benefits for that, no vacations, no health stuff. It's just, like, you just get paid. You just get paid for the hours that you work there, and, like, that's fine. You know, that's what I was doing at the time. And they asked me, they're like, do you want to work here full-time? Do you want to have, like, a higher position here? Because they knew I was a very hard worker, and I'm obviously not stupid, and now I have a degree. Like, what am I going to do? And my whole thing was, I have a degree now. I should be getting, like, a nice job. You know, I should be getting, like, a job somewhere in, like, a laboratory or something like that. I've always really liked biology, so I wanted to get a job in a lab doing some sort of biology. Preferably microbiology type stuff. I think microbiology is the freaking coolest thing in the entire world, man. Bacteria and cells are just ridiculously awesome. I don't think other people have the same view as me. I think the idea of weird small life and how life started from those little tiny cells is really cool. But regardless, they asked me, like, do you want to work here full-time, and do you want to have more responsibilities around here? And I was just straight with them, and I'm like, I don't. I am looking for a different job, and obviously I'll give my 2 weeks notice whenever it happens, but I want to get a job in my field. And they were understandable. They understood. So for the next roughly year, maybe year and a half. Actually, I don't remember if the economy was very bad, but I couldn't find a job. Everybody was telling me you got to go through a recruiter, and I was like, okay. So I tried to go through a recruiter. Keep in mind, I'm kind of shy. I'm not exactly the best interviewer, and I was like, I went through 2 different recruiters, and they literally get paid to find you a job. Like, they want to give you away. If they get you to go work at a different company, they get paid. It's really crazy and kind of crappy what happens. Like, let's say they offer you a job for, like, $14 an hour. They get to keep, like, $2 an hour of your pay for the next 6 months. Because they recruited you. It's wild. That's kind of how recruiting works, though. It's kind of lame. It just exists. It kind of sucks, but it is the way it is. Any which way, as long as you have a job, I think you're happy, you know? But regardless, I went to multiple recruiters. I tried to find a job for about a year and a half. I could not get a job. Couldn't get it. Never happened.